There was a point where I genuinely thought I'd failed. I wasn't broken, but I felt like I was. I'd hit the middle stretch, you know, the 40s to 50s, and it was just like life just lost its definition. I wasn't the young bloke anymore. I wasn't the youngest in the group. I didn't feel like a hero. Didn't even feel that useful sometimes. The world had shifted. Every film, every ad, every headline, it felt like blokes like me and maybe you had been written out of the story. You start to wonder, do I even fit anywhere anymore? And that's when I realised. It's not that I'd failed, it's that I'd lost my map. Everything I'd been chasing, all the coordinates, the directions that once made sense, success, fitness, status, even pride, they'd faded. And I'd been standing still, pretending I wasn't lost. It crept up slowly like an engine light that comes on your dashboard. At first you ignore it, don't you? You tell yourself you're just tired, busy. But one day you wake up and you realise you've been idling for years. No direction, no drive, no spark. And when you spend your whole life pushing, building, leading, that's a hard pill to swallow. I didn't feel broken. I just didn't know what gear I was supposed to be in anymore. That's when it hit me. I didn't need fixing. I needed a rebuild, like an old V8. The parts were still good. I just hadn't been using them. I'd let them seize up. So I stripped it down, my habits, my ego, my identity, and started rebuilding the engine from scratch. The turning point came when I stopped bullshitting myself. You can't navigate anywhere if you're not honest about where you're sitting or standing right now. For years, I was drawing the map to fit the story, not the reality I was living. I'd say things like, I'm fine, I'm strong, while knowing deep down I was drifting. So I sat down, literally with a notepad, and wrote out where I actually was, physically, mentally, emotionally. It wasn't pretty, but it was honest. And that's when I realised awareness isn't weakness. It's the start of a new map reference. Once I owned where I was, I could finally pick a new direction. The next step was choosing something to move toward. Not a perfect plan, just a direction that mattered. For me, it started simple. Get fit again. Move my body. Not for vanity, not for ego, just to feel alive and to add years to my life and life to my years. Then it became about reconnecting with things that gave me pride, fixing things with my hands, creating again, filmmaking, telling stories that meant something. And every time I moved, every time I took one small step, I felt a bit more myself, come back online. That's when I learned something powerful. You can't steer a parked car. You've got to move, even if it's slow, even if you don't know the full route and you can't see it yet. Direction beats speed every time. And action creates data. Somewhere along the way, I stopped waiting for purpose to show up because I realised purpose isn't something you find. It's something you rebuild through motion, through action. When I started training again, when I started getting outside, making things, talking honestly with other blokes, clarity started to come back. Each step was like redrawing the map. Each effort added a new landmark. You start to remember who you are and, more importantly, who you could become again. And yeah, it hurts sometimes. Sometimes you'll take wrong turns, you'll stall, but the steering only works when the wheels are turning. Motion is medicine. Tension rebuilds the muscle. Think about weight training and being in the gym. And challenge reignites the fire. We need challenge. So that's what I've learned. Purpose isn't found sitting still. It's built one rep, 1 mile, one conversation at a time. So now, when I look back, I don't see a bloke who failed. I see someone who just got lost for a while, and that's all right. It's part of the terrain. The truth is, no one's coming to hand you a new map. You've got to draw it yourself. But I can help you. To get access to my weekly field notes, just follow the link down below. I'll send you my field notes to your inbox every week. I'll share things that I can't really talk about here, personal things, powerful things that'll help get you back on track. So go get yourself a piece of paper, a notebook, a pen, whatever. Find yourself somewhere to sit down, a coffee shop or whatever. Grab yourself a drink and start writing. Be brutally honest about where you are. Pick something worth moving toward and get going, even if it's messy, even if it's slow, because motion creates meaning. You're not broken, mate. You're just between maps. And that's a good place to be, because it means you've got the chance to redraw your life properly this time with a pen that only moves when you do. By the way, don't be a